The night was silent, but inside his heart, Arav felt a storm. At just 24, he was already tired of failing. His family was poor, his friends were all moving ahead in life, and every plan he touched seemed to crumble into dust. One evening, sitting by a dying lantern in his small hut, he whispered to himself, "Is life only about struggle? Why can't I find the path to success and wealth? Is there no way out?" His grandmother, who sat nearby weaving a basket, looked at him with gentle, knowing eyes. "There is a way, my son," she said softly, "but you must seek it." "Where, grandmother?" he asked, his voice filled with desperation. She lowered her voice, as though sharing a secret. "In the deep jungle, there lives an old man. People say he carries the wisdom of the world in his silence. If your heart is restless, go to him. Perhaps he will show you the path." That night, Arav couldn't sleep. The old woman's words echoed in his mind. At dawn, before the sun even touched the treetops, he packed a small bag and began his journey into the jungle. The forest was alive with sounds, the cries of birds, the rustle of leaves, the distant roar of a river. Every step felt heavy with doubt, but his heart whispered, "Keep going." After hours of walking, he finally reached a clearing where a tall banyan tree spread its roots like an ancient guardian. Beneath it sat an old man, calm and still, his eyes closed as if time itself bowed before him. Arav felt a wave of reverence and fell to his knees. "Great teacher," he pleaded, "I beg you, show me the path to success and wealth. I am lost. My life feels like sand slipping through my hands." The old man slowly opened his eyes. His gaze was steady, filled with compassion, but sharper than any sword. "You seek success and wealth," he said quietly. "But do you even know what they mean?" Arav stammered. "Success means freedom from struggle. Wealth means money enough to never worry again." The old man shook his head. "No, my son. Success without purpose is emptiness. Wealth without wisdom is poison. Sit. If you have patience, I will share with you 7 rules. Live by them, and you will not only find wealth, but peace do you accept." Arav nodded eagerly, his heart pounding. The old man raised one finger. Rule 1. Discipline is the foundation. Imagine a river. Without banks, it floods and destroys. With banks, it nourishes fields. Your mind is the same. Without discipline, your talents scatter. With discipline, even small efforts create greatness. Arav thought of his restless habits, how he jumped from one idea to another, never finishing anything. He bowed his head. "I understand." Rule 2, the old man continued. Value time more than gold. A man can lose money and earn it back, but no man can bring back a single breath once it is gone. The poor and the rich are both given the same 24 hours. The difference lies only in how they spend them. Arav remembered the countless hours he had wasted scrolling through distractions, talking idly, and delaying his work. His cheeks burned with shame. Rule 3. Focus creates mastery. The old man picked up a small stone and threw it into the nearby river. Water falling everywhere is just rain. But when that same water is focused through a narrow pipe, it cuts through mountains. Choose one path. Commit to it. Don't scatter yourself like seeds in the wind. Arav whispered, "I have always chased too many things at once." "Then stop chasing. Start choosing," the old man replied gently. He then lifted a dry leaf from the ground. Rule 4. Serve others, and wealth will follow. This leaf feeds nothing now, so the tree released it. But fruits feed the birds, the animals, and the people, and so the tree is protected and cared for. Likewise, if your work feeds only your greed, it will die. But if it serves others, wealth will chase you. Arav closed his eyes. He thought of the people he admired: businessmen, leaders, creators. The ones most remembered were not those who hoarded wealth, but those who gave something valuable to others. Rule 5, the old man said. Gratitude turns little into enough, and enough into abundance. The man who counts his blessings never feels poor. The man who counts his curses never feels rich. Wealth is not what you store in a chest, but what you carry in your heart. Arav remembered how he always complained about his small hut, his torn shoes, his failures. Yet even in those moments, he had food, family, and health. Tears welled in his eyes. Rule 6. Learn endlessly. Adapt constantly. The bamboo bends with the wind and survives. The rigid tree breaks. The world changes each day, bringing new skills, new needs, new challenges. If you stop learning, you stop living. The wealthiest person is not the one with the fullest pockets, but the one with the sharpest mind. Arav recalled how he had given up on learning after failing a few exams, thinking education was only found in books. He now saw that life itself was the greatest school. Finally, the old man's voice grew deeper, slower. Rule 7. Guard your thoughts, for they shape your destiny. Hate poisons. Fear paralyzes. Greed blinds. But hope, courage, and faith, they build empires. Whatever you plant in your mind, your life will harvest. Speak with care. Think with care. Live with care. Silence filled the jungle. Even the birds seemed to pause. Arav felt as if a heavy veil had been lifted from his eyes. He bowed deeply. Master, I came here searching for shortcuts to success. I thought wealth was just coins and power, but now I see it as discipline, time, focus, service, gratitude, learning, and our thoughts. These are the real treasures. The old man smiled. Remember, knowledge is not enough. Action is the bridge between knowing and doing. Take one step every day, no matter how small. A mountain is climbed not by leaping, but by steady steps. Arav stayed in the jungle for many days, reflecting and practicing. He woke early, trained his mind with meditation, focused on one clear goal, helped the villagers nearby, studied whatever he could find, and guarded his thoughts from negativity. Slowly, a new strength grew within him. When he finally returned home months later, people noticed the fire in his eyes, the calm in his voice. He was no longer the restless boy chasing luck. He was a man walking a clear path. Years later, Arav built a successful trade, created opportunities for others, and became respected not just for his wealth, but for his wisdom. And whenever someone asked him, "How did you succeed?" he would smile and repeat softly, 7 rules, learned from the silence of the jungle. This story teaches us that true success and wealth are not measured by money alone, but by discipline, focus, gratitude, and service to others. When you master your mind, you truly master your destiny. Thank you for listening. If this story resonated with you, please like, share, and subscribe for more content that inspires.